It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and your host, Tom Griswold.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Drums, please. Thank you. Let's go left to right. Willie Griswold is right there. In the next room, through the closed-circuit television, I see we finally kept the camera angle of Pat Godwin on the YouTube camera. Looking good, Pat.
Same, 2 days in a row.
Keep growing that beard because that pencil-thin mustache is coming.
I'm ready.
I'm so excited about that. There's Ace Cosby, of course. Chick McGee across the way at the sports desk. The man Manning, and I do mean Manning, the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. It's Josh Arnold. Look at those
guns.
Guns, thank you.
Yesterday, we were doing some announcements for some of our affiliates, including KEGI-FM in Jonesboro, Arkansas. They're the Eagle. They rock. And Razorback football is coming up, of course. And Tom and I did some IDs, and I did the I did the train whistle.
You had fun with it.
Yeah, and I had fun with it. And here's Tom.
Well, I wanted to do it right.
With the announcement.
You know how much fun he has.
Yeah, he just lets it go. He lets his hair down.
Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest.
Now, once again, let's hear that inflection and that enthusiasm.
You know, Chick, Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest cheer in sports.
Yeah, well,
okay,
you're right
I'll try
there,
it again.
Bland.
I'll do a better version. I did a couple versions that I thought were less than stellar. Woo Pig Suey.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow. Now, wait a second. Godwin will tell you here, I picked the wrong key. If you start,
you can't start too
the
high.
woo and the wrong key, you're not going to get the suey out.
Right.
I have the script right here, by the way.
How does that help?
I can just read along. Go ahead, play it again. Aren't you going to play it? Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest cheer in sports. Okay, I'll try it again. I'll do a better version.
Yeah.
You know, Chick. Woo Pig Suey.
Yeah, you started too high, Tom.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Hang on.
You know, Chick.
More.
Woo Pig Suey. What was that? Woo Pig Suey. I need someone from Jonesboro to call up and do this properly. Woo Pig Suey. See, I tried going low, and now I sound like a Mississippi blues man.
You're still trying.
Cheer in sports.
Okay.
You know, Chick. Woo Pig Suey. What is that? That one is a total failure.
You're trying
That was one more.
Woo Pig Suey has got to be the greatest cheer.
Then he refines himself.
Now, see, if you watch them do it at the stadium, they've got a director.
And here my favorite.
Because the Woo Pig Suey.
I like that one.
That wasn't too bad.
You've got to have 10,000 people with you. Pig Suey.
Oh,
that's closer to what it'll be. But you got it. The length of the woo is indeterminate. And unless you have someone pointing out where you stop.
And you maintain that there is a director at the stadium where they're playing the game who's it's up to him how long they go woo. Right?
Yes. You have to watch.
Really?
You watch the guy.
Okay. The entire crowd. They just don't do it.
There are people who are not paying attention.
To feel good. Okay.
But if we could maybe perhaps get someone from Jonesboro to demonstrate the proper way to do this, I got to pick a key. You start too high, you're dead.
Man.
Because you got to ascend. If you go, woo, it sounds kind of like a horror movie when I do it. Okay, sorry.
I'm glad you told me what you were doing because when I was sitting in the other room, I was like, what is going on in there?
I walked by and just went, well, he's finally gone around the bend.
There we go.
It's lost it.
They just started.
Totally.
He thinks Chick's name is Pig Suey now.
Pig Suey.
The guy's got no clue what's happening.
Chick Pig Suey. That's a chicken dish okay.
I love chicken.
Have you ever heard the championship pig calling competitions?
Yeah, we've had them on the show before.
Pig. They
pretty amazing.
They sound really amazing. Yeah.
Some of them yell pig. I think, right?
And a lot of them do the suey thing.
Yeah.
Coming up in the news, speaking of animals, anybody else see the video of the guy who's out in a run in Utah and a cougar starts following him?
Oh, no.
You know, he started screaming.
You know, Chick. Woo! Pig Suey!
It's coming
that's the worst one. Save that one. Okay. Now, we will have that cougar story coming up. Yeah, we need to get someone from Jonesboro on the phone that can do this properly. They can demonstrate to me and teach me the best way to do it.
Good people there.
I'd appreciate that. How could they get a hold of us, Josh?
Well, they can. You want to hear their voices?
Well, don't they have a number they can call? They don't have to call the request line and try to get through, do they?
They can call you, Tom, at 461.
That's it. 409. Hang on. Or you can call Christy. Hang on.
You can leave a voicemail on the app.
There you go. Thank you. It's the voice of reason.
Grab the app, please. Now, where were we?
We have one sad note this morning, but we have to mention it. Baseball great, a Cincinnati legend, National League, two-time National League MVP, Joe Morgan passed away yesterday at 77. And if you're not of a certain age and you didn't know how Joe Morgan bat when he popped his elbow, popped that up, and you weren't doing that in wiffle ball, what the hell's wrong with you? He's just a really nice
He played for Houston as well, too, for a bit, right?
Yes, he did.
But mostly, yeah.
Of course, he was Rose, Bench, Perez, Morgan, Cedeno, all those guys.
He's about your size, Christy.
75, 76.
Joe Morgan was really tiny guy?
5'7".
Wow.
150-ish. But incredibly good, and especially when it counted.
I remember watching Joe Morgan play. Sure.
Now, on a lighter note, wait a minute. We do have someone apparently on line one here that can help us with the. Can you grab that, Chick?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, Bob and Tom.
Hey.
Hey, good morning. Hey, this is Keith Looney. I'm from Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Oh, hey, Keith, can you do
Mr. Looney?
Can you please help me with the Woo Pig Suey cheer?
Yeah, listen, when you call hogs, the correct terminology is we call the hog.
Right.
So, yes, they call the hogs. You have to do it in unison, and you have to do it all together at one time.
Right.
So it's woo, then you get the pig, and then you stretch the suey.
Okay. Now, how long do you do the? My question is because there's no determined length for the woo unless you're looking at the guy.
Is there a guy that directs you when you're at the game?
I've never seen a guy that directs the guy.
You're looking the wrong way.
I think
You got bad seats.
Okay, well, Keith, do the whole cheer. Do the Call the Hogs cheer for me, please, so I can get it
Call
right.
the hog, not hogs.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Pig, suey, Razorback.
All right. Very nice.
That was very good. I hope that you're at home with small children around that are now awake.
Right. Well, yeah, my kids know how to call the hogs. I have 3 kids, and they know how to do it. And for the record here, being I've got you on here, we were robbed by Auburn.
That was quite the game,
I went backwards, jackass.
There you go.
Keith, thank you very much,
Yes.
sir. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now.
Scared the hell out of me.
That's Josh just screaming at random. Josh, of course, is occupying the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Tomorrow, a special appearance by the I Hate Steven Singer Singers as we bring back Duke Tomato and the Power Trio as our outhouse band.
Oh, it's going to be a party.
Portland's already here.
They're going to be freezing.
Can we have? Yeah.
Gosh, I'll bring him coffee.
Bring that up. I'm trying my best.
Actually,
I have to pay for that portalet every week.
You got to get a tent. You got to get a tent and
Are
a
they
heater
going to be on
and a
the
portalet.
porch?
Yeah, they're not allowed in the building.
Well, okay.
Not because of COVID. It's just because they're musicians.
Right. Of course.
Now, with the Steven Singer Singers tomorrow, can we have those Dolly Madison zingers?
Oh.
Those taste treats?
There's a Twinkie of the Dolly Madison.
You better. Why don't you call Amy and work that out? I'm busy today.
Singer.
Let's see.
I don't
Now,
think
there's
Amy's speaking to you, and I'll tell you why. It was her birthday yesterday.
No, I know it was her birthday. It was.
But she was off
You
yesterday.
didn't say anything on the air about it. Or a cake or nothing.
Well, I'm not going to have her make herself a cake. She's our cake lady.
Yeah, I get the point.
That'd be really weird. Hey, Amy, happy birthday. Make yourself a cake.
Amy's the cake lady?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I think I did, but I'm gonna have to start being nicer.
To be fair, Christy said she was off yesterday, and I'm pretty sure when she's off, she does not want to hear my dad's voice at all.
That's probably true.
Even saying happy birthday.
That's true.
Hey, that's true. Let's see. There's Ace over there, Chick McGee, Christy Lee at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. I'm Tom. That is Willie G. Patty G in the next room. Pat, can we do a little song here in honor of...
Chick-inspired song?
Yeah, a chick was doing a little bit of singing for us. The audio turd that is the Manfred Mann version of the Mighty
humbly.
Quinn.
Well, we can Dylan it up if you'd like.
Do you want to explain the situation? What is the setup on this? What's the coach that got
Dan
canned?
Quinn, the Atlanta Falcons head coach, has finally justifiably been fired. The Falcons are 0-5.
Wow.
They lost the Super Bowl 28. They were ahead 28-3 the Super Bowl. The Patriots came all the way back and won in overtime. That's on Dan Quinn's resume, or mesame is what he calls it. And
It's a mesame.
yeah, Raheem Morris has been named the interim coach. But Dan Quinn's fired. He used to be with Seattle. Now he's
And now the tribute.
Come on, get out. Come on, he can't win. You won't see any more of Danny Quinn. Come on, no doubt. Yeah, we can do without. You'll not see any more of Danny Quinn. There you go, chick.
You know, the Falcons have a cheer. Did you know that? I don't know if you know that or not. It goes,
Ooh, pig suey.
okay, it's a falcon, sure, but it's a pig.
Flying pig.
Yeah.
Was that the final cut? Is that the one that went to
Yeah,
them?
what'd you go with?
I don't know.
I think he went with the second one on this
chick.
cut. Not this one.
Ooh, pig suey. No,
That's the keeper.
Chick. Ooh, pig suey.
That one.
That's a good one.
It's not a solo art. You really have to have a group to make
Well,
it.
then why didn't the two of you do
could
it
track
together?
that, yeah.
I don't work with him.
The one thing we agree on, we can't, unless we're being paid on the air,
Yes.
we can't.
There's no way
okay.
I'll ever speak
Yeah,
to
they
him.
talk between a certain hour and a certain hour.
Okay, gotcha.
I have a go-between.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, where were we? We have...
This is my favorite.
Chick, woo, pig suey has...
Yeah, that's the one. Brings it home.
What do you mean? Well, that wasn't...
Woo, pig suey.
Well, he didn't know at the time, I don't
I
think.
didn't do the actual... that was just reading. I was doing with what they call a cold read.
Well, a little preparation would have been.
Now, we got this. A guy...
Sorry.
Did you try turning off the mic?
He
I
did.
turned off the mic. I turned my
He
head.
did
I
turn
put
it
my
off.
face in my elbow.
Now we've got COVID-19 hovering right at eye level.
Does my voice change with or without? This is without the mask. This is with the mask. Does it change?
Just a little bit. A little
muffly,
bit.
but not much.
A little bit?
A little bit muffled.
How about a tennis ball and a bandage? How about that?
Okay.
I got sports coming up.
We got sports.
Just
got
a
sports.
second.
I got flying fish, man.
Flying fish.
They're flying?
Fishes?
You throw them hard enough, they'll fly.
Blue 42.
Now,
42.
let's try this version of the woo pig suey. Ready? Okay, here we go. Pig suey.
Dean is a genius.
Are you kidding me?
You want to hear that again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pig suey.
I don't want to hear anything else.
That is so good.
Although better than Keith, I think.
Yeah.
I think I really nailed it there.
You were doing that, and I'm walking out, and I'm thinking to myself, well, that's tomorrow's show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Take it away, Duke. Thank you very much. Tomorrow, live, it'll be Duke Tomato and the Power Trio as our house band. Technically, the outhouse band. They will be outside on the porch because current protocols do not allow musicians in the building.
Can you play guitar in mittens?
No. Now, the exception to that rule is Mr. Pat Godwin, who is in the building with us, although he's behind the glass. We're looking at him on the closed circuit TV. Hi,
It's
Pat.
chilly over here.
Pat, can you play guitar outside?
Not really. No, not when
Would you
it's
mind
cold.
trying the rest of the morning?
I didn't see that coming. That was nicely done.
Solo.
That's Josh.
We can't hear you.
Screaming, it's a chick. There's Ace, I'm Tom. There's Willie G. And Christy Lee is over there. And let's see if I forgot anybody. Ace, I think we got them all in. We're all here right now. And now, Willie, are you doing a challenge again today? Is this a cold read challenge?
No.
Pat and I have something prepared for you. Last week, you said all this week we were going to be doing TV theme songs if they were all in the style of the Jetsons, where sort of the TV theme song tells you
story,
exactly what's happening.
Oh, I love that. When the TV, like, for example, Gilligan's Island. If you've never seen it before, you tune it in and it tells you, I see how they got here.
Right.
And so,
Yeah, they were on a
the Brady
3-hour
Bunch.
tour.
Oh, I see how.
Yeah,
they
you
got
like expository themes.
Yes. So you know what you're going to get.
The first time you heard that theme song and watched Gilligan's Island, did you look at the TV and say, "Oh, I see how they got there"?
Yeah.
You did.
I did.
they call him Exposition Tommy. He
Yeah,
loves knowing what's going on.
Setup, Mr. Setup.
So in this, we thought we'd take what you had. We can kind of roll with it a little bit. So this is the Brady Bunch,
Right.
but it's if it were kind of about this show,
Oh, all right.
which is pretty fun. So you ready?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. Here's a story about a man named Tommy with one boy, one girl, and 2 more crazy boys. They all had great hair, unlike their father. They made a lot of noise until one day when Tommy got lucky. Another girl suddenly came along. Then 2 more girls, another mother.
And now he's
3 Mom Tom. He's 3 Mom Tom. He's 3 Mom Tom. Mom number 3 told us not to sing this song. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you, Willie.
So we thought we'd take what you gave us, get inspired, be ran with it.
It tells the whole story, really.
Very nice.
It does.
Your next assignment is to do one of those for the show Lost.
We have 2.5 hours.
This
Like
is
as
the
in Get
story.
Lost?
Yeah, I
the
don't
great big
understand that
airplane,
show.
Oceana, airwaves, whatever the hell.
Got a little bit of a problem.
What's that?
We were going to juggle pumpkins in honor of David Rush and him setting
Sure.
the juggling record. Well, as you can see,
Oh, those are big pumpkins.
Those are big.
Oh, those are way too big. That one's the size of a volleyball.
I don't even know if
Try
I
it.
can juggle 2.
Okay, well,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, chicks juggling.
Wow.
Two.
No, you got 2. Just switching hands.
And they're
really.
different weights, so that's got to throw off.
I mean, that really isn't juggling.
Well, it's not bad.
No, Chick, you're doing a fine job, I think.
Chick, you look like you're teaching. You look like you're teaching some sort of fall-themed workout class for seniors.
That is it. That is it. Willie had it.
Everyone
It's the
grab your
fall-themed
pumpkin.
juggling class for seniors.
Who's ready to get jacked, O-Lantern?
Let's do some curls.
No, you got to do 3.
You think this will shatter
Shubba-dooby.
on the ground?
I think the stem will break off.
Yeah, you need to cut the stems off, I think, or
I don't
cut them
think
shorter.
I can do the 3.
Yeah, the stems are throwing you off.
Chick is attempting to juggle 3
Give it a
pumpkins.
shot.
You're
Going
back- you're
for
going
it.
to bust
Here
the
we go.
microphone.
You've always
now.
inspired the people
And
of the
these
world.
pumpkins are about the size of cantaloupes.
big.
Yeah, they're
Okay, there he
Some
takes
big melons
off
there,
his
yeah.
headphones.
Yep, he's going to do it.
All right,
serious
stand back. Okay, camera 3.
You cleaned up the mess.
Here he goes. He did!
No, he didn't.
I think he did one revolution.
No, he did not. He dropped the first one he threw.
Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess down there.
Is it really?
Oh, my God. Humanity pumpkin.
No, it's not.
But I like Willie's idea of having a fall-themed exercise for seniors.
Oh, look, now we've got...
Now we have decorations.
I love pumpkins.
Nice.
I love fall.
Me too. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm having a lot of fun right now.
Lovely.
They're
Tom, I
great.
love you.
Oh,
You know
thank
that?
you, Josh.
I would give you a hug and kiss you on the cheek.
I'd rather you didn't.
No, I know.
frankly.
But when this is over.
Especially
This is all
when
over,
COVID's
yeah.
over.
When the vaccine is here, it's the first thing I'm doing.
Yep.
Really?
I may kiss you on the mouth.
Oh.
I may open your mouth forcefully with my own hands.
All right, okay. I get the idea.
A Japanese man who lost an arcade crane game 200 times called police to investigate.
I'm
You
with
know
him
what?
on this.
You're exactly right.
Those games are a fraud. Anyone even states where gambling is legal, they should make
Yeah.
those crane games illegal.
Is
200
this,
times?
was Willie, when you complained with the crane game?
I'd say
didn't you-
I'd probably lost at least $400 of his
didn't
money
you-
on crane games.
You went up to the manager and said, there's something wrong. Didn't you do this? Was that you?
I don't remember.
The man said he called police to the Sega arcade after being unable to win the game. A staff member had reportedly tried the game 300 times before they moved the prizes to an easier location.
Yeah, there you go.
Where they
300
were able to grab a prize.
Boy, yeah. Sometimes you have to adjust all the stuff in there, I'm sure.
No, those are a scam.
No, I've won.
Really?
Yes.
Did you get like a contemporary, very dusty Barbie doll?
They were stuffed animals.
Dressed as Ricky Nelson's girlfriend. something from the early 60s that had been in there.
We used to get drunk in Korea and they had these crane games outside of gas stations, and we would do them, and I would win.
You actually would win.
Yes. Yeah.
You know who's a great crane game player? Todd Boner.
Huh.
Donnie Baker's bass player. Every time.
The bone.
I've never seen anything like it.
The trick is to go along to the side and see if it lines up there as well.
The trick is not to go for the prize that you want, just to go. That's the trick.
The trick is to not play.
That's very zen.
The trick is to bash the glass in with your fist.
But the best part is about once a year we get a story about some kid who crawls into the crane game because they've got that big drawer at the bottom.
I saw that live in person.
And the kid was stuck in there?
Yes.
What?
And it made me sad because apparently it sucks inside of those because this kid was crying so hard. But
so did you avoid him and try to get the prize next one?
Yes.
Hey, kid, move to the left.
But you couldn't hear the cries. So it was just this crying child who was all silent. He looked like something out of a orphan museum or something. It was like a weird exhibit.
You try to pick him up with the crane and drop him in the slot.
But I mean, there are things that you just pay way too much for in this life. I think I can think of them. The crane game, Printer's Ink,
the basketball game at the fair.
Yeah, phone sex lines. You know what I'm talking about, Josh. Things that you pay way too much for.
Gosh, what a dated line. It's not phone sex lines. It's OnlyFans now.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well,
Tom,
the teaser. Yeah,
have you ever tried one of those games at a fair where it's the loose ladder that you have to go?
Yes.
You tried one of those?
Yeah.
They always looked I was like, there's no way I could do it. Did you get far?
No. That's designed so that this looks much easier than it is. I've never been able to get the 3 milk cans to go over.
How about the cats? You knocked the kitty cats over?
I was like, there's been an earthquake and they're still standing.
Watch the entire show live.